Good afternoon everyone, my name's Rose Gibbons and I'm the Director Owner of NRG Networkers Referral Group, and today I want to talk about 10 tips for profitable coffee meetings. Now this is one of the cornerstones of NRG, is that we meet together to get to know one another better, and what I've done is I've done a handout so that you can actually follow through as I go through this. So the primary reason for a coffee meeting is so that you can build a relationship with one another, because what happens when you build a relationship, most people won't do business with people they don't know and trust. So the whole idea of doing a coffee meeting is to establish that rapport and that relationship with one another. So going through these from 1 to 10, number 1 is set a time and a place that is suitable for both parties. I suggest a cafe is a really good place to have a coffee meeting because it's neutral ground. If you go to someone's office, they feel that they're in control of the situation, whereas if you go to a cafe, then there's no power struggle, there's no underneath going and froing. So a cafe is a really good place to have an informal coffee meeting. Be on time. I know these are really simple things, but sometimes we overlook the simple things. Being late says very loudly that you are not reliable. We want to be known as being a very reliable person that you want to refer business to. So if we turn up late for our meeting, that says, hey, am I really going to refer someone to this person if they can't even turn up for a coffee meeting with me on time? So sometimes we get caught in traffic. This has happened to me many times. SMS at the traffic lights, or when you pull over somewhere safely. I didn't say that. It's pull over somewhere safely, and phone or SMS, okay? Because at least then they know that you're on the way and you haven't forgotten about them. Very important, divide the hour into 2 half hours, okay? And allow your guest to have the first half hour. So let them go first and cover the following things. What does their business do? So you want to actually find out what they do. For instance, if you have an accountant, accountants do a whole heap of different things, but they may specialise in 1 or 2 things. They're the things that you really want to know about. Who is their target market? So who is the market that they most likely will get their clients from? You need to know these things. What words or phrases should I listen for? Simon's giving me directions here and I'm not sure why. What words or phrases should you listen for them? What is a good referral for them? Because not all referrals are good referrals. So we want to know what is a great referral for them. I talk about referrals being 2 kinds. Bread and butter, which are the ones that puts the dollars in your pocket to put food on the table, and then the real cream referrals, the referrals that are fantastic ones. If we don't know what a fantastic referral for them is, how can we look out for it? What are their hobbies or interests? Because there may be a time when you share a similar interest and maybe you both enjoy the footy and you go along to a footy match together or something like that. You will find them very receptive to listen to you and what you've got to say about your business if you've given them the first opportunity to talk. So when they're talking, don't interrupt, be a good listener, not a good talker. So listen with your ears, keep your mouth shut. Just ask leading questions rather than take up their time. At the end of 30 minutes, change over. Make sure that when you're getting just before the hour, that you start to wind up so that you don't go over time. If you're having a great coffee meeting and you want to extend it, do it by agreement between both parties. Take notes. Have a book to record your notes in. It can be as simple as an exercise book. Have a book to record your notes in that is specifically set aside for your coffee meetings. You can then refer back to them when you've got a referral that you might like to give to them to make sure this is a good referral for them. It also keeps you on track during the meeting, because it's very easy for us to lose our way and get sidetracked. It also keeps a track during the meeting of what you've discussed. When it is your turn to talk about your business, don't waffle. We're all good wafflers, but keep it succinct. There's different personality types, and if you're having a meeting with someone that is very detailed statistic type people, they do not want to know your family history and what your dog's called and what your cat's called and everything else. They just want the facts. You've got half an hour, give them the facts about your business. Write down in the front of your coffee meeting book points about your business that you want to discuss, what you want to tell them, because this will help you keep on track of the things that you want to talk about your business. Invite them to come along to a networking meeting. There's a lot of great networking events out there. Leo just mentioned some, but I go to usually 2 or 3 new networking events a week. Some that I go to regularly each month, others that I go out and I look for new ones so that I can talk to my members about what are great networking events out there. And at those networking events you make connections with a lot of new people. So it's very important that you go to other networking events other than this one. I suggest that you go to at least 2 other networking events a month other than this one. So you'll find there's monthly networking events around, go to them. But take one of the people that you've done a coffee with you. Go along as their wingman. Your wingman is someone that you could take with you to work the room together and to also, I guess, promote one another, edify one another. Make a second appointment at this appointment for 1 month's time. Now, why would I do that? The reason is the first time I'm building the relationship, getting to know you, getting to know your business. The second time, what I'm looking for is how can I give a referral to them and how can they give a referral to me. So make sure that the second appointment you make, they know that up front. So you don't turn up there and they don't understand that you're coming to actually try and find business for one another. So be specific about why you're setting up that second appointment. So make a diary, get your phones out or your diaries out together, make the appointment there and then so that you're both happy with that time and location. Let them choose the second location. Let them make the offer of where they would like to meet. Okay, thanks. I've just got a mental block. Okay, most important thing, if you invite someone for a coffee meeting, I know this sounds really simple, but pay for it. Don't invite someone along and then not pay for their coffee. It's like if you invited someone to your dinner, they wouldn't turn to your place for dinner. They wouldn't turn up and have to bring their own dinner. So I know it's really simple, but make sure that when you have a coffee meeting, that you actually pay for their coffee. And the same when they have a coffee meeting and invited you, they should pay for their coffee. If they don't, then they slack. Okay? Tell them they're slack. The most important thing. Enjoy yourself, lighten up and have a lot of fun, because coffee meetings are a great way to start building great relationships. Over the last probably 12 months that I've been here in Brisbane, I've probably had something like 150 cups of coffee, and this is the very, very best way that you can actually build a relationship, because what it is that doesn't, if you go out for dinner, 1, it's costly, and 2, there's an expectation that you want something, whereas if you have a coffee meeting, it's a casual thing and it breaks down the barriers that you can start to build great relationships. So what I say is, you want to make more money, go and have more cups of coffee. Thank you, Rose Gibbons from NRG.